Today I will be showing you how to make bread and butter pickles. It's a quick and easy recipe, and it's a simple recipe that you can't mess up. Okay, y'all, the first step is you're gonna need about 2 pounds of cucumbers. So this makes about 2 pints of cucumbers here, and you're gonna need a half an onion, a red pepper, and 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut my cucumbers up into slices. So you're just doing this right here. Okay, as I finish cutting these cucumbers up, make sure you wash them. I wash my cucumbers with vinegar and baking soda, and just scrub them and clean them up before you slice them up. So once you get through slicing this up, I'm almost finished here with the last one. So now you kind of make your slices how thick you want, but I like mine kind of thin, something like this, about like this right here. So once I cut them up, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in a bowl. Now I'm gonna come in with a half an onion and slice them up kind of thin. You can dice them if you like. I might cut this maybe in half, but just slice them up just like this. And I'm put this in the bowl. So I'm putting the onion in the bowl. I'm gonna come in with my garlic clove, and I'm gonna slice them kind of thin. So, you know, kind of watch your hand. You can dice them up too, and I might just dice them up just a little bit. Because remember, there's only 2 pounds of cucumbers, and it's gonna make 2 jars of pickle, or you can put them in a big jar. So I'm coming in and take the seeds out of your peppers if you like, because I don't really want mine that hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm coming in and taking the seeds out, just like that. So now if you want some heat in there, you can. Now you can omit this part right here, and you can put a green pepper in there if you like, or you can just omit this right here. So I'm coming in, I'm going to slice this just like this. Okay, so I'm putting that in just like that. So you got your onion, your cucumber, your garlic, and your hot pepper in here. So now you finna get ready and salt this. And you need kosher salt. This is what you need right here, kosher. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna sprinkle about maybe 3 teaspoons or 3 tablespoons of this over your cucumber. And this right here gonna draw all the liquid out. And you need to let this sit in the refrigerator for about 2 hours so it can draw the liquid out. Let me grab a spoon. So you can use your hand to do this with. And once you finish with this part right here, you're gonna get aluminum foil and you're gonna cover this up, or a lid or something. And like I said, it's only going to draw the liquid, and I'll show you the next step once in 2 hours. Okay, y'all, next step, I'm going to go ahead and show you to make the brine. So this is a very simple brine here. So the first thing you're going to need is vinegar, at least saying 5% acidity. So the first thing you're going to need, like 2 cups of white vinegar. You can use the apple cider vinegar, but I like to use this one, so it's going to be 5%. So I'm going to use 2 cups of this right here. So make sure it say 5% acidic vinegar. So I'm going in with like 2 cups of this. Now if you want to double this batch, you can. I'm going in with like 1/4 cup of water. So, okay, the next thing I'm going in with mustard seed. So I'm going in with about a tablespoon of mustard seed here. Going in with a teaspoon of celery seed. So I'm just going to eyeball it. A teaspoon of celery seed here. Turmeric. About a half a teaspoon of turmeric here. And you can find the turmeric at the grocery store, so it's easy to find. I'm going in with about a half a teaspoon of cloves. A little bit, maybe 1/4 teaspoon or a half a teaspoon of this clove. And then I'm going in with peppercorn. I'm going in with about a teaspoon of peppercorn. A little bit more. 3 tablespoons of honey. So now you can taste this and see if you want to add more honey to this. You can go in with a cup or whatever you like, but I'm only going to use like 3 tablespoons, and I'm just doing it for me because I'm going to eat them. So white sugar is the norm, but it's too much sugar for me. So like I say, you can go in with a cup, a half a cup, or 2 cups, the tops. Once you do this, you're going to stir it around. So after this, I'm finna take it to the stove, and then I'm going to show you what to do next. Okay, y'all, while the cucumbers are in the refrigerator, I decided to go and sterilize my lid here. So I just filled the pot up with water and let it boil, and I'm just cleaning the lids. So matter of fact, I'm just going to put this in here for a minute. I really needed this enough. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to let this sit in here for about maybe 5 minutes tops here just to sterilize it. All right, y'all, I just pulled the cucumbers out, and this is how much water that came out. See that? This is my liquid that came out, which you just adding in salt. So next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna come in and you finna get ready and rinse them. So make sure you just rinse them off real well, very well, to get all the salt off. So I'm doing it just like this. All right. So now once you rinse them and drain the water out, and let them just drain. So the next step you're gonna do is you finna get ready and make your brine. Okay, y'all, I got the eye on high for right now. So right now I'm gonna bring this to a simmer, and I'm gonna let this simmer for about 2 minutes. And then after we simmer it, and that's when I'm gonna add the cucumbers in after 2 minutes. So right now we're finna get ready to add the cucumbers. What I'll do is we're gonna bring this back up to a slightly boil. Now when you see a boil come just a little bit, that's when you're gonna turn it off, and I'm finna show you. Okay, y'all, you see this right here? Now this is when you just cut them off. When you see a little simmer or even around the edges, that's when you cut them off. You cut the heat off, and you're gonna let them sit there until this liquid get cool. And that's when you're going to jar them up in your jar. Okay, y'all, this right here have cooled down some. So right now, this is what it's supposed to look like, just like this. See that? Okay, right now I'm finna go ahead and put them in the jars. So all you have to do is just come in, and this right here might make 3 jars. And if you want to put them in a big jar, you can. And remember, these are refrigerator pickles. So you just gonna, once you jar them up, all you got to do is just seal it, put a lid on it, and then you just put them in the refrigerator, and they'll keep for, you know, like I said, they'll last up to about 3 months or so. So next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pour this juice in here, because right here I'm gonna get another jar, and I'm gonna put some more in another jar. Fill it up without making a mess, hopefully. Just do it just like this. So actually, you know, about 2 pounds of cucumbers will make about 3 of these jars, 16-ounce jars here. And all you gotta do is just get the lid and seal it up just like that. And you got some fresh pickles right here. All right, let me clean up, and I'll show y'all the final product and show you what they taste like. Y'all, this is the final product. This is a simple recipe. Only downtime is about 2 to 4 hours of downtime. So right now, I'm thinking ready to taste these pickles for you. And right here, this is what they looking like. So I just kept a couple of them out. So I'm gonna pick up one, and I'm gonna taste it for you. And it got between like a sweetness to it, a hint of sweetness in mine, with a little salty. So I like them like this, and this is how I prefer. So you can't beat this recipe with a stick. You follow, like, and subscribe. And let me know if you tried those pickles in the comments. Thanks.